He'll watch a movie, then he'll tell you all about it. It's the Armstrong Entertainment Show.
Hello everyone and welcome to Armstrong Entertainment. This is Chad here and I saw the movie 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, starring Frances McDormand, Sam Rockwell, Woody Harrelson, Lucas Hedges, Abby Cornish, John Hawkes, Peter Dinklage. There's so many people in this film. It is written and directed by Martin McDonagh. Now, he is a playwright that I've known for a few years. He had this amazing play called The Pillow Man. So ever since I read that, I have been a super duper fan of his. He has directed In Bruges and Seven Psychopaths previously. This is basically his third film that he's really directed, and he's definitely fallen into his stride with this one. Now, there are so many things to say about this film. I'm going to make this as quick as possible, but let me just start off by saying this will definitely be at the Oscars this year. It is probably going to be one of the top 3 films at the Oscars winning the most awards because it is amazing, spoiler alert. It has been making the festival rounds and been getting so much praise and recognition, especially for Frances McDormand's portrayal of her character, and rightfully so because she's amazing. Now, Frances McDormand plays a grieving mother who is searching for the killer of her daughter. So when she becomes just so frustrated and angry, the police department isn't doing enough in her eyes, and she just wants her daughter's killer to be found. That's all she cares about. So she rents out these 3 billboards outside of town, basically just asking the question, why hasn't my daughter's killer been apprehended? And it just putting focus on the police department. She's just basically trying to get attention for her daughter's case. Now, this is the perfect character for our times right now. And Martin McDonagh, when he wrote this 8 years ago, obviously he didn't know what was going to happen, and it kind of just slides in perfectly. We want this character, this woman who is unapologetic, she's unrestrained anger that she just has in her, and she's just fighting the system, and it just works so perfectly, which is another aspect of why I think this is going to win a lot of awards. Just people voting for this is basically a vote against Trump. I know it's weird. Once you see the movie, you'll see what I'm talking about, but she has this anger, and you're just rooting for her. No matter how crazy and unrealistic she gets and absurd, you just still are rooting for this person because she's just so passionate about her case. Now let me just get into the acting in this film. This is one of those films that every single person, almost, except for like 2 people, nail it out of the park, and it's written well, and it's an interesting story, and it's relevant. Everything just kind of comes together with this film. Frances McDormand. Whoa, she's so great. There are so many Oscar moments in this film. It's not just one Oscar moment. It's not just 2. There's like 5 scenes that she does, and I'm just like, oh yeah, that was her moment. Oh, that was her moment. She has so many. I keep seeing these films that are getting all this praise, and I'm like, well, what was the big moment here? What do they do? I like the moments. I want to see the monologue or the breakdown of tears. Not that that's all that matters. It's like what's behind all of that, but she was amazing. If she did, I'm just going to say it. She's going to win the Oscar. I've not seen anybody else this year perform anything. There's a few other performances coming out, but I think she's got this one in the bag. Incredible. You have to give a lot of credit to the writing as well, because without the writing, you wouldn't have had these scenes, and without her acting, everything was so perfect. Oh, I loved her so much. She was great, and you just wanted to root for her, like I said. Woody Harrelson, also. At first, I was like, I don't know if I like his character. Then, whoa, they threw in this other thing. I'm not going to go into it, but I loved him so much, and definitely I think this is his best chance this year to get like a supporting actor nomination, or maybe even a best actor. No, I think that would go to Sam Rockwell, who was also amazing. He had all these layers. His character was interesting. He did a great job. There's these turns and there's so much in this movie. Everyone was just so strong and incredible in this film that if you were not strong and incredible, you stuck out like a sore thumb. Hence, Lucas Hedges. I'm sorry, I am not on the Lucas Hedges train like everyone else. I know he was great in Manchester by the Sea. It was a cute little role. He did a great job with it. He got nominated for whatever reason. But ever since then, I'm like, is he kind of a one-trick pony? And my consensus is he is. He kind of plays the exact same thing. He was in Lady Bird, kind of did the same thing, nothing incredible there. He was in this movie, same thing. And he kind of had a few weak scenes for me, and it just kind of stuck out. It's like him versus Frances McDormand. It was like she blew him out of the water. He had no idea what was going on. But by far the worst, I don't even want to go into this, but what is an Abby Cornish? I'll tell you what an Abby Cornish is not. American and from Missouri. That accent was all over the place. I literally thought it was going to be a plot twist because it was god awful. She I understand why she was cast in this film because she's been in Martin McDonagh's other films, in Bruges or Seven Psychopaths or whatever, and he likes to reuse his actors, but she was so miscast, it was so distracting, it was just so bad. It was, honestly, it was just the accent. Like, her acting's fine, but it was just her accent took me out of the film because she's just surrounded by such great actors. You can't throw in some Australian girl who can't do a Missouri accent. It just doesn't make sense, and it honestly confused me, and that's probably my biggest complaint about this movie, along with how unrealistic, and it's like, I had so many questions. I was like, how is she getting away with this? Why is he doing this and nothing's happening? It's just all these questions that were, you just kind of have to settle into the absurdity of it and just take it for what it is. And once you do that, you will enjoy the film even more. So overall, this is my favorite movie of the year. I thought it was incredible. I love the story. I love the dark comedy. I love the writing. I love the acting. Minus Abby Cornish. And I just thought it was incredible. It was just so good. It was so funny. It was sad. It fits into the times, what's going on in the world today. It's definitely going to get nominated. Mark my words, it is definitely going to get nominated for tons of acting awards. I think it would get nominated for Best Picture. Can't wait to see where this is going. It's open and limited release right now, so I am sure it's not opening for a few more weeks, but if you get a chance to see this film, you definitely have to see it. I would give it a 9.5 out of 10 stars. It's called 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Please go check it out when you get a chance to see it and let me know what you think. I loved it. Until next time.
He'll watch a movie, then he'll tell you all about it. It's the Armstrong Entertainment Show.